Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Welcome to Everythin Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hey, and welcome to this beautiful show.
Thank you for joining T-Roy and a special guest here on Everythin Yet Nothin. Tune in next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for another episode you won't want to miss. Until next time, be a rainbow in someone's life. Like and follow us on Facebook at WLFE DB Radio.
And welcome to Everything Yet Nothing. How are you? I am just fine. My co-host is no longer here because I actually killed him earlier. Yeah, he aggravated me, and I pushed his ass out the car door. I was like, "Tuck and row, bitch! Tuck and row." No, I didn't kill him. Yeah, I would never kill him. He might want to kill me. Oh!
I'm in the dark today.
Where did you go? My goodness, you should have seen it. It started out so good tonight.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried. So, anyways, tonight we have a individual that is going to come on and talk about drag and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I cannot wait for y'all to meet him because he is absolutely adorable. I'm just saying now. And his smile is so radiant. Just lights up a room, I'm sure.
Look.
He lights up the screen. Well, hello, Ziggy. Hello,
Ziggy.
Ira. Ziggy, Ira. Yeah. Malia. Right. Well, I'm sure these are individual friends of Mr. Adam Silver.
Well, hello, everybody.
Yes. Hello. So,
Way to come on and support your... Why am I so dark?
Hey, Casey. What's up?
I should have been oh my gosh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I swear we didn't just come from filming and had to rush back home and get everything done last.
Oh my God, yeah. It's been a very, very, very busy day. From the time I've gotten up until right now. And then after this, we may or may not go somewhere else. Make an appearance. You got to do what you got to do. So if you want to see us, just come down to Branson. We make appearances all over the place. You know, we got to put ourselves out there.
I took my braids out today.
Pumped. Oh, yes. We are so pumped as well. Cannot wait. Oh, hello.
Said hello.
Abby.
So proud of you. That's my boy.
Yeah.
All right. So, obviously, we've got a bunch of people on here ready to see Adam.
Yes.
So,
yeah. They seem really, really stoked and
without
excited.
further hairdos. Hold on. All right, now, without further hairdos.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Hello.
How are you?
How are you tonight?
Oh my gosh, so wore out. How are you?
I am doing great, and it's great to see so many of my supporters here. I love it.
Yes.
By the way,
oh my God,
Abby
yes.
Gold.
I love it too.
Abby Gold commented, "That's my mom, my drag mom."
Oh, well, nice.
I do not,
drag mama.
I do not have a drag dad.
Yeah.
No.
Not many do.
I had just a mama growing up, so it works.
She's wonderful.
Yeah. So,
So you
tell us some.
wanted. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you about your filming.
Oh my gosh. It's a short film, and can't really talk much about it, but it's a lot about PTSD and some health, mental illnesses, and it is a very good show. I play a doctor in it. That's why I still got my white on. I was like, oh, it's gonna work out. I could just go right into my show and not even have to worry about changing because, I have to look good for the show. You got everything?
Oh, wow. Looky there.
Oh, you did it. You really are so good.
Well, I'm still dark, but at least the fuzzies.
Yeah, I know. You been tanning? I have.
I'm orange.
That's why it's called Everything You Know. You don't ever know.
It's because I have ADHD, and we go off track
He
easy.
does very easy. So you wanted to talk about drag. So let's talk about some drag. Tell us some stuff about yourself.
Well, I'm a retired military. I joined late. I was only in for 4 years, and now I'm medically retired. But prior to that, I was part of several communities throughout the country, moving around with my military father. And then later, just on whims.
Oh, nice. Nice.
But I was lucky enough to be brought up mainly by my uncle and his lover.
Oh, nice.
So I was introduced to the community really young.
Well, absolutely fabulous. I love that. Like, I really do. My nephew, he's known us as who we are from the day he was born. And he just loves us to death, and we love him to death. So that's awesome that you had that experience because I'm sure that it helped you out tremendously. Some
Oh,
only
absolutely.
wish that we had somebody to follow or, teach us the ways of whatever, but I didn't have that. So I found it out on my own.
Well, my uncle was never going to allow that. He wanted to make sure that I was prepared for anything.
Good.
And I was lucky enough to see places like the Queen Mary in Studio City, California, back in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get to go in, but I got to meet a lot of the drag queens coming out.
What?
Nice. That's nice.
So, I mean, the drag is always fascinated. And I've never had any desire to do female drag myself. I did it once as a dare on Halloween. Perfect excuse. But male performing is always what I've enjoyed.
Yeah. So what do you enjoy the most out of it?
Well, I grew up with my father, who was an entertainer, professional, and I was on stage singing my whole life. Now that my voice is gone, lip syncing's all that's left.
Well, at least.
But I love entertaining.
I do too. It just takes me to totally different aura, everything, surrounding, place. I love it. I love it.
The minute I see a smile on somebody's face while they're looking
That's
at
it.
me, yeah, when I'm on that stage and I see that smile, everything frees up.
Yeah.
I become a
Absolutely.
completely different person.
It's
Literally.
absolutely tremendous whenever we get to get up there. And I feel you, and I feel everybody else, because I love entertaining. And that is the one thing, pretty much the only thing that I do, like it so well, is putting smiles on individuals' face. And
Absolutely.
that's the only reason I see why anybody would do it. You're out there to have fun, put yourself out there and everything. So
I do it for the glamour, for The accolades.
Go ahead, do your hair.
I do it because my voice is so amazing
I do it because
that
I have passion.
when I step off that stage, people are in tears. Not really. I karaoke sometimes when I've had enough to drink. And
I was
it's
gonna
not worth listening to.
I was gonna ask if they were tears of joy or tears of pain, but you
Tears
beat
of
me
pain.
to the answer.
But I take it as joy and love, you know. I don't know why their ears are bleeding, but I just figured that was because of my beautiful harmonies.
They couldn't stand the thought of hearing anything else after your angelic voice.
Exactly.
They just poke their eardrums out.
So, tell us about the event at Sway last weekend.
Oh, Sway was excellent. It was the first time I'd been on a club stage since 1996. I've done a couple little things at a place called the Pink House. We have a monthly show there, unless a special event comes up or a number of pageants. But we usually have a monthly show at the Pink House in Conway, and I love that. It's a very intimate environment. It's you get to actually spend time with people.
Nice.
Well,
So
Melissa Hudson said that you slated at Sway. And Ashley
I
Coleman
love it. Thank
said
you.
that you did such a great job, Adam Silver. You had me beaming. I love your art. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
night, though. We love you too. And
Yes.
Ziggy said, y'all should have seen Adam last weekend at Sway. Well, it was supposed to be more like, y'all should have seen him last weekend at Sway. And
Actually, I think it would be much gruffer. That's one of our drag kings.
oh, okay. And then sorry, I like my crowns from your mama.
Oh, mwah.
So she's a pageant queen then?
She is an all-around queen. I am waiting for her to get on RuPaul. I'm dying for it. I know
Ziggy,
she's going to kill it.
you're the sweetest.
She's an absolute doll. In fact, she and Debbie Diamond, another member of our house, are the reason I got back into this after so many years. I had the luck of hosting a pageant that they were both in.
Oh, nice.
I mean, not hosting, pardon me. Judging a pageant they were both in. And afterwards, they asked me if I'd ever thought about doing it again, and told me they'd love to have me in the house as one of their founding members, the three of us. So
Awesome.
I was
I love the picture.
instantly.
Ziggy says, hey, technically Ira is a femboy, so laughy face.
Apologies.
Hey, Ziggy and I are drag queens. We met Adam at Sway, and he did beautiful. He's a great hang, too.
If you read everything they
with.
say, they'll
Okay.
never stop.
My mind went somewhere else when I went to great hang.
Don't know where I am.
Oh, we know what
Sway
you mean.
Sway was amazing. The king that was running the show, Oedipus Flex, also known as Eddie Flex, has just been a shooting star in the community. From nobody knowing who this was to just being an amazing showrunner and a king with a couple of crowns. I'm not going to say several. I think it's a couple, but absolutely adorable person, and invited me to perform. I'd been asking about, who to talk to about shows, and I got invited into this drag marathon. We were trying to do 38 hours, and I'm not sure, but I think we got it. I was at the very beginning. I was in a 2-hour slot, did a couple numbers, and ran the lights for a little while, and loved every moment of it.
Nice.
That's awesome. Ziggy says Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. And then Malia says, Mikey and non-binary Nell preferred pansexual brat. You're welcome, Eddie Flex. She got bitchin'.
Oh,
Ziggy says, 4 months in. And then, so it's all good. I tried.
every one of the ones that you've mentioned so far have been a part of the last 2 or 3 months of my development. They've been around while I've developed the character I've developed, and I've watched them develop some of theirs as well. A couple of them are new as well. And back to the drag topic, it is so different now.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
It used to be legal.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. We started putting on drag shows. We do productions, drag productions, and we're getting ready to have our third one in Branson, Missouri. And yeah, let me tell you, we have started some stuff a lot, but there is more individuals here that are so accepting and loving and don't really give a shit. They just want to like live and let live, kind of thing. And that's why we're trying to tell everybody else is you don't like it, you don't have to go. Don't go. We don't want you there. We don't care. Just it is what it is. And yeah, it's been a road for sure.
I can't imagine being in drag in Branson, even as a male, doing male drag.
A lot of our places are like that.
That place, every time I've been there, you go to the small shops outside of the main area, and everything's so sweet. Everybody's so nice. But unless you're going to a show, you've got a lot of the hardcore Christian element that I used to run into a lot. I don't know what it's like now. I was gone for a long time. But that Christian element was very loud at one time.
It still is.
It still is.
We had to go to the City Hall Branson Board of Aldermen meeting just to
before the mayor and alderman
defend ourselves because of some of the stuff that they were saying in the name of their
horrible,
Jesus.
just absolutely off the wall.
Them good Christian people of Branson
fuckers.
Getting on there and calling us all kinds of names that we're not even talking about stuff that doesn't even pertain to drag
at all.
So Melissa said, sounds like Shangela and the gang opened a few doors in Branson. Actually, we've had drag shows. It wasn't our production company.
And our queens are freaking phenomenal. Like every one of them that we've had come in and do shows, I love it. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was talking about this comment about we're here opening doors. So there were drag shows here before, even before we're here. When We're Here came, they were doing the local bar that we're at now that was a different name, different owner back then, was doing Friends of Dorothy night on Wednesday nights. And they would have a drag show every once in a while. But no, it wasn't marketed as much as we do. It was, there were no ads, flyers, Facebook posts, stuff about it. So,
yeah. So this is loud.
And then Shangela and them came. And we got to meet Shangela and Eureka and Bob.
Yes.
We've met Eureka a few times. Yeah. Shangela and Eureka came and karaoke'd after the show, after they did their show. On
Drank with them for a little bit.
Yeah. And they were at the Friends of Dorothy at that bar that I was talking about. They were at Friends of Dorothy the night before. And the mayor owns the paddle wheel. So that's the bar that show was at. So with all of this stuff that we've had with the good people of Branson, the good Christians of Branson, it also backfired to the mayor because before he was the mayor, he had the show there. And so they were like, well, there's been drag shows here before, blah, blah, blah. And of course, they all post the We're Here drag thing and whatnot. But, yeah, they've had them a few here before.
Yeah.
We're Here came. But like I said, it's just now that it's all in the mainstream media and everyone's anti-drag queens, the good Christian people of Branson are very anti-drag queens.
Very. But we're changing that because we don't care.
One of our friends was up on at the podium and was like, so-and-so, who is a comedian here, dresses in drag or dresses up as a woman as part of his skit. And so what's the difference in that? And then this. And then someone really from the audience is like, it's a different spirit. And so it pissed him off. And he's like, he's our brother from another mother. He's like, so a straight man can dress up as a woman and it's comedy. But a gay man dresses up as a woman and they're going at her. You don't want this show or something like that. And like, he was pissed.
Yeah.
But it's true.
That's madness.
It was something else.
That comment you got from Melissa Hudson, by the way, that is my wonderful wife, who does so much more than support me. She even gives me pushes quite often.
Wife.
And she makes me wonderful things like this.
Sweet.
So
love it.
But the drag.
Put that cigarette down, mister. Or put that cigarette out, sir. Now. Mom and Hobby gonna be mad at Adam. I guess my cat wanted to send y'all hearts. Oh. Hi, Chipster.
Oh, hey, Chipster.
And there's the beautiful wife again. I hope this
Tina.
podcast can change the mind of a few. Drag is an art, period. Exactly.
It
It really is.
It is.
And hello, Miss Melissa Hudson.
And we're trying to put that
just
out
as wonderful
there
as Adam said to me. Awesome support kudos for Adam's wife. Oh, that's
Hi,
Leanne.
Leanne. Wait a minute, I think I know her.
So, anyways, back to the
So
show.
one of your friends is on too.
Yes, a few of them. That's why we have this show. That I got hooked up with it some years ago, and that was just number one on my list was to open eyes and change minds. We need more acceptance, and I think we're not accepted as much because they don't know otherwise. You know, they've been raised or taught or grew up with one, life, and then we need to open that and give them another life. Kind of like showing them, no, it's not all what it is said to be on any LGBT individual. Absolutely. And drag queens and trans, and it's just horrible. It's disgusting how they're being treated, how we're being treated.
Absolutely.
Because we're all people.
And there's so many different.
We're not spitting straight facts. We're spitting gay facts. Non-binary.
There's so many different types of drag now.
Yeah.
You know, the bearded queens that we have now that are so adored.
Oh my God.
Back in the old days, they called them booger queen.
Really?
And they were mostly campy. And they were fun, but they weren't considered the same. And then you had the rare drag king, and they were in a class on their own.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like you had these subdivisions in drag. And now, sorry, I had a bombardier bug come at me. But now you have them all coming together and supporting each other and loving each other and really driving every form of this art forward, whether it's their type or not. And it's just beautiful to see.
It is.
But on the other hand, we have a lot of division as well. we keep dividing ourselves into tinier and tinier categories
Yeah.
and taking our power away.
Yeah.
We're just giving our power away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
disturbing.
For a group that was so hell-bent on not wanting labels in our generations, it's all about labels now.
Yeah.
It seems. You know.
And mine,
Absolutely.
we didn't really care.
Right.
It was like, I remember LGBT. And then, you know, it was GB, and, you know, kind of just grew. Now it's like, oh my gosh. It's a lot.
When I used to go into the bar, I'd walk in, and depending on who I said hi to, it's like, oh, hi, girl, how you doing? Or, hey, how's it going, man? You know, it all depended on who I was talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I never got offended because I knew the heart behind it. It was not meant as an insult.
Well, you can see us and tell how we are.
Right.
We have that radar, I guess. Not for just the gay. But yeah,
Well, you saying we have pronoun radars too?
I guess.
I don't. I'm so confused with pronouns. I'm just like, everyone's dude.
Dude. Yo, dude. What
I tell them, I'm like, dude is a non-gender specific term that I use for everybody. So if I call you dude, don't get offended. You're a dude.
Mine's like,
She's a
oh,
dude.
girl.
We're all dudes.
Girl.
I'm from 80s California. Dude has been in my vernacular almost since birth. So yeah, I have no problem throwing that one out there.
That's exactly how I am. And I have too many people. I'm management, so like I can't remember everyone's name right off the bat.
No.
I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to go do this, please.
In one dressing room, you can have 8 people and 7 to 10 pronouns to deal with. And I try. I don't want to insult anybody. I'm old. It's not that I don't want to learn. I'm willing. But it's just so confusing sometimes. And no matter how much you love them, they're going to get insulted if you don't use the right pronoun.
Yeah.
And it's just, please.
Yes.
Yep. Avi said there's so much division within our community, within our own community, that it's hard to accept someone. Hold on. I should have worn my glasses, but it puts a glare. Anyways, there's so much division within our community that it's hard to accept someone outside of our community to treat us with any type of respect. That's true, though.
Very true. Absolutely.
That's like when people say the alphabet mafia, but they're straight. That pisses me off, but I say it all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the world's changing, and
It is.
I'm trying to roll with it.
Yeah, I've seen a difference. Even around here, I've seen the difference. You know, years and years and years ago, there was a lot of stuff that we couldn't do, and now that's changed, and it's been us that has changed it. You know, and I can tell that.
That's my best friend, and I love Adam vibes. Massive daddy support vibes for sure. Ziggy said, "Dude works."
Dude works.
Those are little horns on his head, Ziggy. I see them now.
Oh, yes. He's a horny one.
I was feeling kind of mischievous tonight.
Love it.
Ziggy said, "I'm trans mask, and even I get sometimes. I just default to hey until I'm corrected." There you go.
There you go.
23rd?
I'm gonna have to remember that.
September 23rd. I think it's September 24th. If it's September 23rd, I don't remember, but I am supposed to. September 23rd. I'm gonna have to let Abby handle that one. I'm screwing that up, but I do know that I'm supposed to mention a show called Kings and Things.
Matt's wedding. Mass wedding.
Oh, in September. Yes, September 23rd, we are going to be holding a mass wedding at the Pink House in Conway. I am an ordained minister. I have been doing weddings since I was in my 20s.
Oh, nice.
I do them for donations. I never do them for a set amount. And we are going to do a mass wedding at the Pink House. Anybody that shows up with a license, we're going to have one big wedding at one time. And we're going to have the flyer out soon. So if you look up Adam Silver or House of Mineral, then you will find, or mineral is the way it's spelled. We'll have a flyer up soon.
Okay.
Nice.
And back to the Eddie Flex, Kings and Things. That is one of his shows. This week he's having my mom, his drag dad, Xavier Jackson, I believe is his drag dad. I'll get smacked down later if I'm wrong. And Just in Case, all performing there. And there are some major performers for drag kings. They kill it. Somebody to look up to for me.
Yeah. If you need a DJ or a performer to celebrate the love, I'd be happy to help. Malaya.
Thank you. But as far as plugging things, I think that's it for me. There was a conversation we were going to have, and I'd hate to run out of time if you still want to discuss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have time.
Yeah, we have time.
We were going to talk about mental health and sexual abuse.
Yes. Yes. I have all kinds of shows on my show. For the simple fact, I went through some stuff as a kid growing up that I should have knew about. No matter what age I was, I should have been told something, about something that wasn't right or going to be right or anything like that. But I wasn't. And so I was molested and I was also raped. So, I really want to put that out there for individuals that are going through or have went through, to let individuals know that no matter what it is, you're not alone, because there's always somebody out there that symbolizes it, has, but yes.
Yeah, it surprises me that in this day and age, it's still so hard to believe that men can go through sexual abuse.
Yeah.
If a woman says that she was you're on a date, a woman says she was sexually abused when she was 15, you automatically believe her.
Yep.
Without even hardly knowing her. It's so common.
Yeah.
But when a male gets raped, nobody really wants to believe it.
No.
It messes with their masculinity to believe that a male can go through
or something. I don't know, but it's crazy. And that needs to change. I mean,
absolutely.
We need to put this shit out there and, let individuals know, hey, this isn't going to be right. So don't do it. Here's a heads up, anything. And there are ways of telling children to where it's not going to be horrible, because we have to guide our little ones for the future. And I want mine to have a better future than what I've had, so I'm going to help guide.
We used to have that saying that we always learned, if somebody tells you it's a secret, if somebody touches you and tells you it's a secret, make sure you tell somebody. That's what I was being taught when I was a teenager in the 80s. I had my uncle and his lover there to act as surrogate fathers, basically. But nobody's always there. And I went through it for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't physically forced. It was more guilt trip and coercion.
Mm-hmm. And that happens a lot.
And it really makes you adjust the way you look at relationships down the road.
Oh yeah, and a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah. But I found that after I became Mr. Fort Smith back in, the Jurassic period, I started voicing what had happened to me, talking about it. And I know it helped me. But at the same time, I saw that it was helping some other people as well. People were coming forward and talking to me about how I deal with it.
Yeah.
Why would I talk about it? And that was the biggest question. Why do you talk about it? Aren't you embarrassed? No, I didn't do anything wrong.
Exactly. I just lived.
I was 12.
Yeah.
How am I to blame for any of this?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
they were an adult.
At my age, I didn't know shit. And yeah. So we have Ziggy. If you three haven't heard of her, you should look up a woman named Roma Army.
Yes, Roma's Army. She's very conservative in a lot of her points of view, but she's always defending men.
Our content means a lot. Nice.
Having to sit through my trainings in the military and hearing people joke about men and how they can't be raped was infuriating. I always spoke out. I always speak out. I believe you.
Thank you.
Ziggy says I was a small boy to 6, perhaps.
Never ever be embarrassed for shit they did.
No. It wasn't our fault. It was not. We had no control over that.
Whether you're conned, whether you're paid off, no matter how they do it. When you're a child in the hands of an adult who you're supposed to be able to trust to do what's best for you and not hurt you.
Absolutely. No matter who it is, no matter. We're all out there and we need to stand up for each other and let each other know that we are here and there is nothing wrong with us. And it's those fuckers that did the shit. We didn't do shit.
I have nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely not.
But I think a lot of people need to hear that.
I am very proud and I love myself today. And that's that. That never stopped me. It was funny because it wasn't funny, but whenever I was going through it, like you said, I didn't know nothing about anything. But whenever I was going through it, I was shy. Like, I didn't talk to many individuals. I didn't, I wasn't the whole hyped up individual kid that all other kids, I was quiet and I was to myself. And I did that, I feel, on purpose because I hid what was happening behind what I was doing and how I was acting. And even at 8 years old, I knew that. I don't know how, but I knew that. And so I think if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be here. It was kind of like living 2 lives.
Yeah.
And so whenever I got older, that's whenever I was like, oh, hell no, this shit ain't going to happen. No, I will kill a bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not easy and it's not at all. So tell somebody if you're out there and you're going through something that no matter what it is, any kind of abuse, reach out and tell somebody. There are places, 911. There are safety houses and individuals that are out here to help. So reach out.
I will absolutely jump in to defend anytime.
Absolutely. Either one of us, you can reach out to us or our assistant, Luann. And we have other friends, that are the same way. So you can go on my list, and there are a lot of us on there. And, we help each other because, Facebook, you have Facebook Wall, and you got all the news going through whatever. And so we keep up with each other. That is our group. On my page anyways, like there is no I didn't divide anything. It's straight up one list, one everybody's a friend kind of thing. So
Yeah.
we're out there and try to help change the world a little bit into a better place, better than what it is today. And not that it hasn't changed, because it has changed, but we need it continue. We need to hurry up and continue it more. We need to open our mouths. We need to be out there. We need to be heard. We need to be seen. And we need to tell them to piss off that it is what it is and it's time to change some shit.
If we could get to the progressiveness, now I'm a geek. I forgot to warn everybody, but if we could get to the progressiveness of Star Trek,
mm-hmm.
and the sanity of Star Trek, where they don't go overboard with hyperbole and hyphenating everything and subdivide. I mean, they see everybody equally and they treat them equally.
Yeah.
If we could get to that point,
oh yeah,
I'd be so delighted. I truly would. When people can talk about their weaknesses as well as their strengths, and it's a common thing, that's going to be wonderful.
Yes, absolutely. We have so many comments. I got to figure out where we left off. I love it though. Ziggy said, "Never ever be embarrassed for shit they did." Misty says, "Anyone else lost sound?" No, we're good. Sounds good for me, Ziggy. I'll get here. Got it in the end. Malaya. Life support, Adam. I'm sorry. You had to deal with all that, and no matter what I do, see you, I hear you. You are fucking valid, 100%. Go, baby. Absolutely.
Thank you.
What they did doesn't define who we are, and no, it does not.
Funny enough, though, it does cause some ongoing problems throughout life.
It does.
Besides the normal traumas that people go through, one of my biggest issues that I've always had is I've always considered myself bisexual. I've been writing poems about it and stories about it since I was a kid. I stopped talking about it for many years after what happened. But I could never really find that comfort in a male sexual relationship. There was always that piece in the back of my head that nagged at me and made it hard for me to connect.
Yeah.
I could hold hands, I could kiss, walk through the mall. I that didn't bother me. But the minute it started to get intimate, my mind just started to lock down. And
I can understand that.
I have a friend that's kind of like that. He can do everything sexual, but he can't do the kissing, the cuddling, the holding hands and stuff like that. Because same, same reasons, issues, whatever. But yeah, it's not my story to tell, but I
Right.
just thought about him because, it's kind of like what you were saying, the opposite. But yeah, he can do all the physical stuff, but when it comes to the intimate stuff, like kissing and hugging and holding hands, and he's like, no, I don't know about that.
I think for me, it's that the feelings can still be there, the love can still be there. It's just that one special part of the relationship, we're going to have to couch that. So it's not fair to somebody else. I've never truly had a long lasting relationship simply because of that with a man.
Yeah.
I've married 6 women.
It happens.
There was one person that if I was ever going to truly be able to fall in love,
Yeah.
it would have happened. And I did. I fell in love. I just didn't feel that it would be fair to put them in the spot I was in. I mean, maybe I grew out of it, maybe not, but who knows?
Right.
So,
And that's very thoughtful of you for thinking of someone else's feelings. Some
Absolutely.
people will be like, you know what, I've got these emotional needs filled. I don't need the other stuff. I'll go cheat on your ass and just let you hang. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that was very thoughtful of you. You got to think about your other person.
Ziggy said, I went through it multiple times being a terrified AFAB person. I spent the last 7 years of my life being tortured by memories. Absolutely. I absolutely feel that, and I go through it all the time. Ashley says, thank you for taking the time to speak on such a hard subject. I am proud of you all for helping others. You're going to have to finish it.
When you could have just stayed quiet, y'all are amazing. This is true strength.
Thank you very much.
Ashley's a sweetie that I just met recently and just a wonderful soul. So, thank you, Ashley.
Ziggy said, but thankfully the 7th year passed and I met people like Adam, Eddie, and Malia who all helped me get into drag.
You go, baby.
Ziggy was one of the ones that performed. Ziggy Iro was one of the ones that performed at Sway for I think, first time, and just put their all into it. Just absolutely went out there and had a blast, and everybody had a fun time watching. It was good. It was great. It was fun. So,
hell yeah.
It's different.
Drag saved them.
Ziggy says drag saved me. Misty
says, as a parent of sexual abuse, I wish my child had a community like this. She could open up to speak your truth.
Damn Skippy, baby.
And being able to tell her, to open up and speak her truth. That's you're trying to be there for her, so that's what she needs.
Very good comments and questions, so thank you.
Yes, please let your baby know they're not alone.
Exactly. You all right now that are talking and speaking are making a difference, because everybody around the world at this moment in time that is watching this can see and read what you're putting out there. So if they don't hear it from us, they're going to see it. So thank you.
Jeremy Wiggins says, Perfect Tan Branson is a safe space for abuse for children and domestic abuse.
Yes, they do.
And you guys, if you're ever in Branson, go to Perfect Tan. It's a safe space for everyone. And you can get tan. They have red light therapy lights.
They do.
A red light therapy bed that helps with skin irritations and issues.
Hey, Chester. Takatina.
Just use a little bit darker foundation. You don't need to tan. You turn orange.
So that's what it is. I know I was going to learn how that happens. Really?
No one wants to be Donald Trump.
Hey. Now, I'm too damn cute for that.
When it says, I mean, my favorite childhood and to this day my favorite cartoon anime hero famous quote, which is beautiful for Pride Month, is freedom is the right to all sentient beings. Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Hey, that's a good one.
I think my favorite quote from a movie, it had a special meaning to me. I locked onto it instantly. Wherever you go, there you are. You're never going to outrun your problems. They're going to come with you. So wherever you go, you're going to be in the same position, the same person, until you change things.
Ziggy says I'm polyamorous and my partner is that way, bi-romantic, but can't be physical for reasons we all understand. Yes. My king.
Yeah, I was hit with that term recently.
Mention July 27th, Kincaid's Fort Smith. What about that?
That is her plugging me now. I'm going to be in my first competition. I performed in something that granted a crown, but I didn't consider it a competition. It really wasn't. It was just performing for crowds. But this is an actual competition. It's a multi-part competition. You get eliminated. Those that don't come back next month. And I'm performing at the very place that I started my drag career. I'm going back to Kincaid's in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Oh, nice.
Where it all started for me.
Heck
and
yeah.
Nobody knows me.
Well, that's always a good thing, right?
Starting from scratch.
Is that the one that stays open until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning?
I really don't know anymore. I really don't. I haven't been to Kincaid's. Kincaid's broke my heart back in '96. So this is part of a healing process going back there.
Oh, okay. Getting back on course, so to speak.
I lost some very good friends at Kincaid's one night, and I never went back. And
yeah,
this is part of the healing process for me.
Well, I hope it helps.
Way too damn cute and much better hair. What? It's like he said, way too damn cute and much better hair.
Oh. Malaya says, okay, I gotta go pick up hubby, guys, if you're still on by the time I get back. I'll continue watching. I love you, Adam, Ara, Melissa, and Eddie. Love the show, guys.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you, and thank you for coming on. I hope to see you again.
Thank you for your support, all of you.
Ziggy says something that stuck with me was a meme that said every 7 years your skin cells completely replace themselves. How lovely is it to know that one day I'll have a body you never touched? Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, and your skeleton replaces itself every decade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my 4th and it's starting to get hurt.
I'm on my 5th.
Yeah.
I figure it'd be like better as you go.
It's not working that way for me. I keep getting the defective parts.
Ziggy said, I'm sure that's not accurate, but it stuck with me because I thought of him. I think that's the reason after 7 years it got better.
Well, it's accurate now because it's on the internet now.
Yikes.
You know, it's on the internet. It's true, Ziggy.
Ziggy
so you
said,
just made it true, regardless.
There's a video.
Yeah, and there's a video.
Ziggy said, oh, Adam, heart, 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 heart. I'll try my damn best to be there for you.
I'm 1 year into my second skeleton then. We'll treat it right. Because,
All right.
let me tell you, like we said,
Good luck with that
they
skeleton.
they forget to
I'm
have.
wondering-
Watch the
Skeleton. Second
careful with the knees.
Yes.
Drag kings need to take care of their knees.
Absolutely, knee pads. They work miracles. I'm just saying. All the way around.
I wish someone would have told me that 20 years ago.
Then
Take
all
care
right.
of my.
Yeah. That's it.
They should have told me how often I was going to be on them.
In the army, I refused to wear them. Now I beg for them.
Right.
Actually, I'm not gonna talk about what number skeleton I'm on. Not. Eddie wasn't kidding about them power slides.
Absolutely.
My
They remove skin.
spine's been fucked up since I was like 8, so that was zicky.
Take it easy on stage. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Those stages are hard when you hit them hard.
For real? I'm like, oh, hell no. She didn't just do that. Yeah. I'm like, oh my
Death
God.
drops are not.
My back, my ass, my cock, my balls, my. Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. Death drops are not for drag kings.
Oh, no,
At least not this one.
No, not this one either. Nope, can't do all that. There is not enough padding.
I just learned recently that I'm not a drag king. I think I learned yesterday. The term is Devo.
Huh?
If you're a natural male, naturally born male, doing male drag, you're a Devo. And in some places, they call them Dons.
Gone.
Dawn, like
oh my God. Adam, did you see me freaking trip at the end of the night?
no, I was gone by then, screaming about my makeup bag
Darn it.
like a whiny bitch.
What'd you do with your makeup bag? Did you forget it?
It was recovered. I don't know how it moved from point A to point B. I thought somebody had stolen it, and I got real hot real quick. And Eddie,
Yeah, that's Devo behavior.
I had already left, and I got online and had a temper tantrum because I found out my stuff wasn't in my bag after I'd already left. And Eddie, within 15 minutes, found it and showed it to me. And I found your bag. I'm like, okay, I don't know where it was. I don't know why, but thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
But go ahead.
I was just going to say it's that time to get off of here, but I do sagas. And within a saga is 3 weeks of 3 Thursdays. That is that individual's show. And I would love to offer you a saga on our show. And it will be of your life story from a child into who you are today. Just, I love you. You're awesome. You're absolutely beautiful. Your aura is on fire. And I love your people that are on here. I just love you all. And I want you all back. So
I would be honored, and I will absolutely join you.
awesome. Thank you. And
Zane
I will
says,
be
"Ooh,
talking
I
to
love
you
a
soon.
saga." Let's go, Adam.
Let's go, Adam.
Melissa says, "Yay, Adam. We love you guys."
Before we jump off here, may I please say thank you to all my supporters. I know I'm going to miss people. Zabster, Iro, Melissa, Ashley, Misty, my mom, Abby. I'm sorry Debbie couldn't make it. You'd love her. She's adorable. Thank you all for supporting me. If I didn't mention you, please forgive me.
Yes, thank you for coming on. I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and supporting him.
Yes.
That's the way this works. You know, you share, and then your friends come on, and then, you know, they join in the conversation.
And it grows, and it grows, and it gets bigger and bigger, and that's what helps the world go around.
Are we still talking about the podcast?
I think so.
I was wondering. We veered off course.
That's another show.
The more the merrier.
Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to being back.
So great
Absolutely,
meeting you.
cannot wait. It's going to be a blast. This has been absolutely wonderful. I love it. So
You're both adorable, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Ditto. I feel the same.
Oh, thank you, Chanel. Chanel said,
oh my God.
Guest,
See, I told you it was
episode.
going to be a phenomenal show. And he is such a phenomenal individual. And everybody that was on here, I just love you all. I don't even know you, but I love you. That's just who I am. And Shanae, what? Girl. I know, right? Shanae, Chanel, says, amazing guests. So loved this episode. Well, Shanae, he is going to be back in a few months, and he will have his own saga of 3 weeks of 3 shows of his life. So you will be able to see him again, and everybody else that's been on here. Yeah. And it's going to be a phenomenal shows. It's going to be the best. The best.
Ziggy, we're glad you came too.
Yes, thank you, Ziggy.
They said we're adorable and hilarious.
Oh,
Gotta put that on their paper.
Oh, I'm adorable. He's hilarious.
Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Be a rainbow in somebody's life.
Oh, thank you all for joining in.
Peace and love.
Be a rainbow in your life and help somebody else be a rainbow too. Be there for each other. Peace, love, and harmony. Let's
love,
make a difference. Let's make a difference. Open eyes and change minds. Oh my God, 21st. I mean, have you told anybody about the drag show the 21st?
No, I want it to be a surprise.
Oh, a surprise?
Yeah, we have to wait for a little bit.
I never
before
thought
we can
about
tell
that. I
them.
mean,
We just have.
Oh. Well,
hi
21st is going to be a
everybody.
drag
How
show.
are you? There's going to be a drag show on Bright Light on 21st.